yet. Milo says hi. Hello, Milo. Hey, say hello. Say hello. Welcome to the 4th episode of my Easter mini series. And today I want to show you how to make chocolate cottage cheese Paskha bread. So Paskha bread is really traditional, very delicious in all Eastern European countries, Russian speaking countries, and it's basically brioche type of bread stuffed with different dried berries, raisins, cranberries, mini oranges and lemon peels and zest. Oh my god, so good. And if you like bread and you want to make something festive and delicious, then this recipe, you're gonna love it as well. Especially because it's chocolate too, and the cottage cheese inside makes it really creamy and smooth. And I think it's something different. You know, you don't have to always have just the traditional white one. It's nice to have the chocolate one as well. And I've also added some cacao nibs inside for an extra crunch. And the cake itself is not very sweet, so if you like it very sweet, you can always add a bit more sugar, or actually you can eat it with jam and butter on its own as well. But it's very rich chocolate flavor, not sweet at all. Well, a little bit. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. It would absolutely mean the world to me if you do subscribe and share the videos, and hopefully make my recipes as well. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is soak our raisins and cranberries and our orange and lemon peel with some rum or cognac. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just soak them in orange juice, for example, or lemon juice. Just mix everything together and make sure they're nice and soaked, and you want to set them aside for a few hours. This can be done, you know, a day in advance or so. Next, we're going to make our starter. So into your warm milk, add yeast. And I'm using instant fast action yeast. So that means it's very quick and just raises a lot faster and better. Then add sugar, mix everything together, and then you want to add flour. So mix everything together until it's nice and smooth, and we're going to place this mixture away to prove. I like to wrap it in cling film and set it aside for about 45 minutes or so. Now you can see it has proved. It's pretty much doubled in size, and you will see these little sort of bubbles on top. Now it's time to drain our raisin mix. So just place them on a paper towel and just soak up any excess moisture. You can do this several times, and once they're dry, it's really important that we're gonna add flour. If you don't add flour to the dried fruit whenever you bake any sort of breads or brioche type of buns, they will sink to the bottom. So it's really important that you use flour. This way they will stay in the dough. Now it's time to make our dough. So add your egg yolks and sugar into your stand mixer. You can also do this with just a normal whisk. And we're gonna whisk this for a couple of minutes until the eggs are nice and fluffy. About 5 to 8 minutes. I also like to add some vanilla extract, but this is completely optional. The eggs should become sort of light and fluffy, and you'll see they will change in color. As some of you know, I have launched my online cooking school where you can learn how to make the most amazing cakes ever. I've got level 1, 2 and 3 for beginners to advanced, and you'll be able to learn the beautiful mousse cakes. You can also do this as a gift for somebody who loves cooking and baking. I think it's an awesome present. And of course, if you wanted to learn yourself, each course has over 20 to 40 video lessons in there where I teach you all the skills, different cakes and unique designs. We also have a Facebook community group for all the bakers that join my course, and you will have my unlimited support throughout teaching and learning. I really hope to see you in my online cooking school, and if you have any more questions, then leave the comments down below. Here I have some cottage cheese. This is dry cottage cheese called tvorog. You can also use farmer's cheese or quark. It's completely up to you, or even ricotta. And you just want to blitz this through until it's nice and smooth. So you can also use cream cheese as well if you don't have cottage cheese. So just with a hand blender, puree the mixture through just to make sure it's nice and smooth. It should look just like that. And then we're going to add this into our egg mixture. And then I'm going to add melted butter, and it's already been cooled down. So make sure you melt your butter before you add it into your dough. And you're going to whisk this for several minutes until it's nice and creamy. Then I'm going to add my yeast mixture that has been proving. So add all of that together. Next, you want to combine your cocoa powder together with your flour. I'm adding some cinnamon, some mixed spice, and a bit of nutmeg. You can use any spices that you like here, to be honest, as this bread can be as festive as you like. Mix everything together until it's nice and mixed. And we're going to add all of it into our dough. So just add all of the mix together with salt as well into your bowl. And make sure you change it to a dough hook and mix everything together until your dough sort of starts to come together. So just keep mixing until it's nice and even and very, very smooth and elastic. You will see it will start to fall off your dough hook. If you don't have a KitchenAid, you can do this by hand. This will probably take you about 10 to 15 minutes of kneading. So just be patient. And then once your dough is done, it's very, very sticky. You might want to flour the surface and just stretch out the dough. And then I'm going to add my dried fruit mix inside. And then I'm adding also some cacao nibs. These are dark chocolate cacao nibs. They're not sweet, so they do add that extra crunch and chocolatey sort of taste to this Kulich. So just mix all of that together. You kind of fold it inside, and then you want to just kind of use your hands and make sure that all your dried fruit and cacao nibs have been sort of evenly distributed. You might need to add some more flour on top and on the side, and just keep kneading it until you feel that they are all mixed in properly and it's nice and soft. Don't add too much more flour as it will become too rough, but just the enough amount to make sure it's all nice and mixed in. You want to add a bit of oil into your bowl and then place your dough inside, and we're going to cover it in cling film and put it to proof for about 1 hour or maybe even 2 depending on your kitchen. You want the dough to raise for about 1.5 to 2 times more. Now you can see my dough has risen. It looks really, really nice and chocolatey and puffy, and you can see all the dried fruit has spread out in different locations, which is good, exactly what we wanted. So take your dough, sort of punch it through. You want to get rid of any air for now, and at this point it's become really, really nice and easy to work with. And I'm going to divide this between two paper sort of molds. You can get these online, and I'll leave all the measurements how big they were just in case because if your molds are smaller or bigger, then you might want to add less or more, so this is really important. So just add those in and press kind of inside, make sure it's nice and sticky there. You then want to place these again to proof for about 1 hour or so until they raise almost to the very top. And there they are, guys. They have risen pretty much all the way to the top. My molds are probably a bit too big. And now it's time to bake these. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's been a while. So once they're baked, first of all you will smell them, and then you will see they'll come out nice and beautiful and chocolatey. I do like to eat them straight away, as they are so moist and delicious when they're hot. You can take off the paper wrapping around, and there you go, guys, look at that. I'm also using some pink icing, so just spread that around, and this is just icing sugar with milk. You can
use whatever icing that you want on your Paskha bread, and I'm decorating it with some shaved chocolate bits as well. And look at that, this is our delicious chocolate Paskha bread. And I'm gonna of course show you how it looks inside, as this is the most important. Just look at that. All the fruit is separated. It's very soft when you press on it, and it's very chocolatey. It's really delicious, sort of spiced bread. Very nice with jam or butter, and perfect for Easter. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching.